Welcome to Footprints. I'm Wale Olaita. This is a tribute to Associate Professor Akeem Lamid, who passed in early hours of today, 14th of November 2023, in Nigeria. And I reliably gathered that he has been buried according to Muslim rites. I would like to sincerely send my deepest condolences to Koye Lamidi family of Adodo and Imashai on the passing of one of their illustrious sons, Dr. Lamidi, popularly known as Osaro. When I started Footprints just 2 weeks ago, in that first video, I encourage us to leave our footprints in the sands of time. I did not be coming back in 2 weeks to talk about a great friend, a brother, and a comrade who departed us so soon. Even up to now, I'm still trying to process. I'm still trying to process, the information. I'm still trying to really process it. The last time I saw him in person, that we were together, that was during my last visit to Nigeria some years back. He actually encouraged me to come because he knew I was in town, and we met a few times. At Lasso at the time, at the stage on my birthday, because I was, my birthday happened around that time, and he insisted that I should come to his place to meet his wife and his children. And looking back now, I'm very happy that I made that visit on that Sunday morning, despite my crazy, schedule at the time. I'm pleased that I went there to see him and to see his kids. I've never met any of his kids because I've been out of the country for many years. And when I was there, he just insisted, and I'm just looking back now, that's a memory that I'll keep with me for a very long time, of sitting with him in his living room with his wife and the kids, and just talking and taking some photos, which I shared at the time when I returned to Australia. It's so sad, by all account. I heard about his sickness. I reached out to him, we spoke, but by the time, that should be a couple of months ago, he was getting better. He was getting better. He was even his jovial, self, and he was making some jokes that he had lost, weight and would try to get better. And we spoke extensively on a number of topics. He told me on that during that last phone call a couple of months ago that, if not for his health issues, they would have confirmed his, full professorship at the University of Port Harcourt, where he was a lecturer, a chief lecturer, an associate professor. That he was just looking forward to get better and go back to Uniport and to get his full professorship. But life had other plans, and it's so sad. So just over a week ago, I got a news through one of my, childhood friend. He alerted me that things were not really going on well again, for him. And he told me about plans, people, just rally around, to support, and we're all praying and hoping that it will get better because we knew he had a lot to still contribute, to our community. He had a lot to contribute to our development and his style of just carrying everyone along, of of just being humble. Like, if you say someone is really really humble, I've never really met anyone as humble as Osaro. Um, you call him humility personified. He cut across everyone. Everyone. You know, um, elitism is not in his dictionary. Despite his level of education, he will mingle with anyone. He will sit down with anyone. He will talk to anyone. He would. It was just. There's no. There's no facade or anything. What you see is what you get. Saro. He was my senior in high school, and later in life, through life's journey, when he came to UNAB as uh, what do they call it? I came as he already completed his NC, and then he came direct entry student. So by the time he came to do his direct entry, we were in 200 level together. He was in animal science. I was in Colamoros, as they call it at the time, at Greek economics. It was in Colanim, College of Animal Science, and then we became comrades, friends. Uh, it was so down to earth in his interactions that you would just think he was just as good. It was just like any a friend. You won't know there's so years, difference in our age and everything. It was just like any other friend, and he maintained that till the last time, till the last moment, in terms of reaching out from time to time, talking to me, and it just it's so sad. It's so sad that we lose such a man, you know, uh, in his prime. He had a lot going on for him, and he had a lot to contribute to our community. I've read many stories today online today about how inspired a lot of young people um, to go to university, to complete their masters, to those that are already within that academia, encouraging them um, to continue with their scholarship and to be able to become senior lecturers, and just encouraging everyone. And also with his political involvement in the community, he had so many followers in that community, young and old, and he would just call me from time to time, Comrade Papenda. And he would just call me and just, don't leave us alone in this struggle. Come back and let's talk on how we can develop our community. He was such a very lovely man. He was such, sorry. He was such a very lovely man. It's so sad. It's so sad, and we pray for the good Lord to get, to rest his soul, uh, to console his family, specifically, um, especially his wife and his kids, uh, and for the and his community, in general, for our people in Adodo um, just to continue to pray that we don't have such um, death of very young prominent people. We've had so many of those deaths in recent years. People in their prime, just with a lot going on well for them, and people with community oriented spirits that have done really well for that community and continue to wish to do well for that community. Yorùbá náà ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Yorùbá ní igi tó bá dára kò ń pẹ́ nínú igbó. Apologies to non-Yoruba speakers. The translation I can just give to it is that valuable trees don't stay long in the forest. Igi tó dáa kò ń pẹ́ nínú igbó. So he was a good man, and he will be sorely missed. And I personally thank him for his friendship, for his comradeship. Sorry. And for his sense of community development. It has been said that the goal is not to live forever. The goal is to leave something behind that will live forever. I think he's done that through his devotion to friendship, through his devotion to community, through his devotion to younger generations, inspiring them to pursue education, to pursue trade, or to do whatever they can just to be useful to the society. He did that very well, and I'm sure many people that came across his path when he was alive, will attest to the fact that he was a very good man and a very humble man. I have to stop here. So, Odigba, comrade, rest in peace.